Hello friends, welcome back. It's time for another episode of BigDenoPlays Ashes Reborn. And this will probably be the last episode of this for a little while. I have very much enjoyed playing this game over the last few weeks. It's incredibly complex, incredibly enjoyable. I've now played every Phoenix Spawn that I own, with the exception of a couple, and I've played against every Chimera multiple times. I've really explored what the game's got to offer. I love it. I'm going to play some more of it with my friend who's coming over soon in a two-player capacity, because I think that's a really unexplored area for me, and I may enjoy it even more at two-player, which might encourage me to play two-handed. But I'm pretty keen to get back into some Dragon Eclipse, and so we'll set up for that after this. But in the meantime, let's get back to the table, and we're going to play my favourite character out of all of the characters in the game. It's James Endersight. Yes, he's a necromancer. We're playing the necromancer. I love the undead. Undead guys are the best. So I just randomly picked an aspect to play with the Frostwild Scourge, and the aspect that we have selected is the Thorn aspect. So that's an interesting combination. Yeah. So this guy, we're going to do a campaign. So we're going to play through a campaign on heroic. As soon as we lose, the campaign will end. So we're not going to try and smash our face into the wall. But yeah, this campaign version of the game is really interesting. And now that I've played most of my decks, we might have a really interesting choice when we come to which deck we move to next to expand this deck. So my starting five cards, we have Summon Fallen, Channel Magic, Rising Horde, Grave Knight, Immortal Commander. Yeah, so the Summon Fallen is just a given, right? Slide that over a bit. Yeah, Summon Fallen, absolute given. Rising Horde and Grave Knight are basically your go-to units, and then Immortal Commander allows you to buff up everything if you get everyone into a big attack swinging for the Chimera. Channel Magic's probably not the best choice, but what I found was that I had more dice than stuff early on when I played this guy. I had more dice and stuff to do, and so I want to basically have a bit of redundancy in the list where I can draw a card and set the dice that I need for whatever I want. So that's it. So we're going to try. We're going to see how we go in this wonderful game. All right, we got a couple of... I've also changed the dice spread. So we've got 6 ceremonial and 4 divine with this. Okay, that's a great start. We can put out... Oh, that was a ox head. So we can put out just about anything we want. Let's put out a Rising Horde. Ba-ba-ba. And we'll spend 2 daggers to put out a Rising Horde. Now, as a side action, we could put out an Immortal Commander. However, we don't have the Lion. But as a side action, we are going to exhaust James Endersight, and we're going to find ourselves another Rising Horde. It was the next card. So yes, we found ourselves a second Rising Horde. Well done, Rising Horde. Join us. Great. So let's run through what we need. We need that, and probably that for our Grave Knight. We need that plus that turned into a dagger for our Fallen. We need that turned into a Lion for our Mortal Commander. We need that to summon a Fallen, which means we need this for our Channel Magic. And the Channel Magic will just give us a bit of flexibility. So, yeah, so side action, we've done James. The Rising Horde does 1 damage to him when we bring that in. He's got a really cool ability. All right, let's start with this stupid Chimera. A 6 and a basic. Reveal and attack with the revealed aspect. This is very annoying. What have we got? We've got explosive pods. Okay, so that's a status token. And at the start of the Chimera's turn, remove 1 status token from this unit. Then if that was the last status token, deal 2 damage to all units the player controls. Do I want my Rising Horde to take that? I'd prefer them to die when I've got Summon Fallen available to me. So, but I'd also will probably have another Rising Horde that will be defeated. So the Rising Horde will step in and take that attack. Which means we get 2 Fallen on the board. Hiya! Hiya! Good work, team. The undead. And we do a wound to the explosive pods. That's it. That's their turn. So our turn, we're actually going to play a channel magic. We're going to spend this for it. And that allows us to remove 1 wound token from our Phoenixborn. It allows us to draw 1 card. Cool. And it allows us to raise 3 dice in our pool 1 level. So this will become a lion, this will become a dagger, and this one will become a dagger, which is everything we need. As a side action, we will not do our Immortal Commander. Do we want to do a Revival Pact? No, that's a waste of Revival Pact. Okay, Chimera turn. This ticks down by 1. And it's a red rains and a 9. Reveal and attach a vigor aspect to the revealed aspect. Withering Rot. That one's not too bad, but it does have a vigor, which means it's attack 3, and that is a break point that is very annoying because that kills my Grave Knight, who has attack 3, health 3, I should say. Okay, main action, we are going to bring on Summon Fallen. Or do we just attack with our Fallen? I think we need to do this. So we're going to do a bit of redundancy. We're going to attempt to attack that explosive pods. And we succeed. It doesn't kill our Fallen because our Fallen is amazing. So that gets us 1 blood. And we're on the board. And side action, we could bring on the Immortal Commander. No, I want to bring on the Rising Horde, then the Immortal Commander, I think. So, yep, so we'll go that. We have to take a wound. We'll take a wound token on our friend, James Endersight. A 4, attack if able. So this is going to attack. It's going to attack here. It's going to kill the Fallen. And that's okay. And it's now exhausted. But it is still going to be... oh no, our Grave Knight can attack it and kill it now. Let's bring on Summon Fallen as a main action. I think I want another Rising Horde, actually. We'll buy our Rising Horde. And side action, we'll bring on our Immortal Commander. And that's that. Oh, that was nearly going to be a 12, but it was cocked. I played a practice game and I rolled 5 12s. 5 12s. 11, attach a stun to the rightmost unexhausted unit reveal. Our Immortal Commander, who's just joined us, is cooked. Overgrowth. After this unit or an aspect adjacent to this destroys a unit controls by attacking, deal 1 damage to the target Phoenixborn. Okay, so I think we probably just let our Rising Horde take that. So we're going to go Summon Fallen. And that's it. Cool. Chimera. Oh, no, this status token goes. We take 1 damage on James Endersight. It's a 2, which is reveal, and it's another red rain token. Vampiric Roots. That one's bad, however. After this unit destroys in a unit, yeah, they're both bad. Alright, we'll bring on our Grave Knight. Boom, he comes on here. And we just hope that we don't roll another one. But we did, of course we did. It's our first red rain symbol, and we actually get an attack, which is bad. This guy's attacking the Phoenix Spawn. We'll take it on the Rising Horde, so they'll plink for 1 damage. Excellent. Oh, I could have dropped one of those ox heads to clear a stun, but I won't do that, that's fine. Rising Horde's defeated. That gains us a token on our Summoned Fallen. And we gain 2 Fallen on our battlefield. Why does love always feel like battlefield? Battlefield. You better go and get your armor. I can probably discard that actually and up this to that as a main, yep, to get rid of my stun. Okay, the question is, do I want to sacrifice my Grave Knight? I don't think I need to. I don't think I need to do that. So let's just have this Fallen. Now let's lower this as a side action to get rid of our stun. And then as a main action, let's have this Fallen attack the Overgrowth for 1 damage. Bloop. Cool. Oh, we do have a red rains. A 5, which is reveal and attack with the revealed aspect. Vine Whip when it comes into play. Attach a bleed. That's wonderful. My guy who was already attacked. Leftmost unit, it's attacking the rightmost unit, so we will counter. And so the Vine Whip is defeated. Boom. Boom, he's going to recover both of those anyway when this guy attacks. The bleed, even though it's a skeleton, causes my skeleton to die. And so the only person who is yet to go, so that's 3 damage, and it's killing this Fallen. I am not going to quite be able to do, actually, this Fallen will attack, I can't get all 3 of them. But I can get 2 of them. I was probably supposed to guard that attack before. It didn't work. Yep, so side action, we're going to raise that up to an Ox Head. And then main action, the Grave Knight is going to attack the Withering Rot. And it will kill the Withering Rot for 1/2 damage. And we have to re-roll that because of the Vigor. 1, 2. So, our Grave Knight is defeated. Oh, we also get an extra 1 because of Overkill, assuming that we don't get blocked. Oh, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. So we actually get more damage out of that. We actually get 6 of damage because we are attack 4. But yeah, that's just very punishing. I do not like that. Vampiric Roots is attacking here. If we take it on James Endersight, we keep our Fallen alive, which means we can kill that. But we can't kill anything else, even if we summon a Fallen, which means we are triggering a Red Rains. So are we better off killing that guy? Yep. So he's going to do 1 damage to counter this. He loses 2 wound tokens from the Vampiric Roots. My Fallen dies. We summon a Fallen back, using this to summon Fallen. And then as an exhaust ability, we command to add 1 to the attack of this fallen, and he'll attack the vampire roots to see if he's not guarded. If we didn't get that second one guarded, we would have been in pretty good shape actually. So 1, 2, and that's it. So everything here comes away. Everything here comes away. And we are going to trigger the thing. Discard all cards, destroy the leftmost unit, so my mortal commander is in fact destroyed. And we attach a stun to everyone else. That one is pretty punishing. 1, 2, 3. To James. And then this is removed, as are the 2 that we just generated. His turn, 6 damage down. And we require another 1, 2, 3. Alright, this roll is very important. We need to have a lot of good dice here so that we can lower. Okay, a lot of basics. No, a lot of basics there. Let's hope we get a channel magic. Ooh, let's hope we get a channel magic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, channel magic. Revival pack's good though, we can bring those guys back. Rising Horde's excellent. Destroy a unit you control to remove 2 wound tokens. Excellent. Rally the troops. Bring them back into my hand. Remove X wound tokens from your Phoenix Spawn. Alright. I really needed that to be slightly better for us. But it is what it is. A 9, which says deal 1 damage to all exhausted units and exhausted Phoenix Spawns. That is just punishing, Deno. Punishing. Don't even get a turn and everyone's exhausted. Reveal. And we have to discard a card too, or take a wound. We probably can discard this, reclaim the troops, rally the troops. We'll discard that. Okay, Horrific Gaze. Our Phoenix Spawn cannot guard and is considered to be exhausted. Delightful. This is such an annoying break point now because I could have attacked for 3 on this Withering Rot and killed it. And now I can't because it will kill my Grave Knight and I can't afford for that to happen. So we have to side action to get dice up. Oof, that's bad. Can't even summon our Rising Horde. So we could drop this down to clear that stun. And he could then attack nothing because he dies to any of them. But he kills them. And then we could Revival Pact him back into hand. Because he dies, we get a token. We can then summon a Fallen to guard for us. It's not a great plan. Alright, Lion. We'll drop that to a basic to remove this stun. He's going to attack the Withering Rot. Let's see if he's guarded. Oh, Deno. That's just bad. That's so bad. 10. He's exhausted. It's their turn. This comes away. Our Phoenix Spawn suffers 1 damage. That doesn't go in there, Deno. A 1. Reveal. Alright. Vampiric Roots. After it destroys a unit. Alright, well we side action to get some dice up. So we're going to go Just one die, one card. Soulfire, no! And then as a main, we'll bring on a Rising Horde, spending those two. That's it. A 9, deal 1 damage to all exhausted units and Phoenixborn. Man, that's bad. And reveal another Horrific Gaze. Okay, so this Rising Horde is going to attack this Overgrowth. And please don't guard this. It's a 6. Alright, so we get a Summon Fallen token, which is crucial. We gain 2 Fallen onto the battlefield. And we defeat that Overgrowth, which is worth 2 blood. 1, 2. So their turn. This Withering Rot's going to attack my Grave Knight. It's going to kill it. That's okay. We'll allow that to happen. As a side action, we will remove this stun by lowering this Lion to a Angel. And then as a main action, we will attack no, we'll actually pass. We're allowed to pass. So this guy attacks the rightmost, so he's going to kill that, but he's going to suffer a damage. It's our turn. As a side action, we are going to discard this Immortal Commander. Yep, to raise this to... No, actually, let's side action to use his ability. I think we want a Grave Knight. Reaping Angel could be okay as well. Yeah, I might actually take a Reaping Angel. So I'm going to suffer 2 damage. 1, 2. And be exhausted. I can't do that because I am exhausted because this guy is still here. Okay, so we will side action a Immortal Commander away to raise this. And then we'll spend that to bring a Grave Knight back into hand. That does 1 damage to us. And that's fine. So the Vampiric Roots is going to go, we're going to take that on James. We're at 10. That's now exhausted. No, we can't guard. We can't do that because of this guy. So we're removing 2 wound tokens from the Chimera. This Fallen's going to deal 1 damage to this guy. He's exhausted. And I guess we side action this up. Meditate that into an Ox. And we'll bring this guy on. 1, 2, 3. He's on the board. This guy attacks him. We counter and kill. So we get 1 blood out of that. We suffer 2 wounds. 1, 2. We're exhausted. I think we play Revival Pact with this card to search our discard pile for 3 allies and put them back into our deck. Rising Horde, Rising Horde, Rising Horde! And that was a side action. And then as a main action, we will... Oh, we can't because we need to do this. No, we can still pass this turn because he went first. So we pass. Now he passes, and it's now our turn. So we'll meditate. 1. Channel Magic's annoying. Let's meditate a second time. This is gone. No, we'll just meditate once to turn that to there, and then we'll play that Summon Fallen to get a Fallen on the board. This Fallen will attack the Horrific Gaze. Does it get blocked? It does not, so the Horrific Gaze is defeated for 1 blood. And we keep a Reclaimed Soul. It feels so bad to not use those. But yes, no, we can convene with souls and get a Reaping Angel into our hand. If we can find a Reaping Angel, there it is. Convene with souls, that does 2 damage to us. 1, 2, and then shuffle our draw pile. We're going to meditate. 1, no, 2, no. So we can play this guy. When he comes into play, search your draw pile. You may reveal an ally and place it in your discard pile. I could put a Rising Horde in there. Yeah, we'll put a Rising Horde in there. Shuffle your draw pile. You may then search your discard pile for an ally and remove it from the game to remove 1 wound token from a target Phoenix spawn. We will remove a Immortal Commander from the game and remove 1 token from him. This Fallen has attacked. The Reaping Angel will attack the Vampiric Roots and see if we get guarded. Oh, that hurts so bad. Oh, recover. 2 red rains. Oh, that's just awfully bad. Oh, man, this game. It's so good, but it's so annoying. 1, 2, 3. And now he's going to trigger Red Rain straight away, which is going to deal 3 damage to Phoenix Spawn. Okay, we can handle that. 1, 2, 3, 4. A Reclaimed Soul and a Reclaimed Soul. I like that. That's good. Oh. Guard rolls, man. The bane of my existence. I tell you what. Can you tell this guy is one that I've played a lot? He's my favourite. He's my favourite character. Grave Knights, they're like whites, which is awesome. Just endless hordes of skeletons. It's great. It's so good. Alright, so I think we side action to convene with souls because I think we've got 1 Rising Horde still in here. We do. So we'll do that and we take 1 damage. That's a side action. That's exhausted. This guy's got 2 tokens on him. But I think the first thing we're going to do is actually Grave Knight straight into the Withering Rot and see if we get guarded. No! Yes, you suck. So that is 2 blood. 1, 2, plus the Overkill 1 takes us to 17. The Grave Knight suffers 2 wounds. Boom, boom. I love that. Good work, team. So this is going to do death to that. But that's probably okay. Oh, it's going to Red Rains us now, isn't it? You are the worst. Yes, 9. Deal 1 damage to all exhausted units. And Phoenix Spawn the opposing player controls. Game, there is a strong possibility that I will throw you out after this. There is a strong possibility. I've had enough of your bullshittery. Explosive Pods. Deal 2 damage to all opponents. Control. Let's Rising Horde onto the battlefield as a main action. We also get a Summon Fallen there. And then as a side action, we could rally the troops. I could have rallied the troops before. And removed X wound tokens. We will not... We'll discard this Chant of Sacrifice as a side action to meditate this up to an Ox. That's it. A 6. So we're triggering a red rains first of all. So the first thing that happens is deal 3 damage to each Phoenix Born. That takes James to 12 of 19. Discard cards, remove the red rains, and attach a stun to all units and Phoenix Born the opponent controls. Awful. These come here. And 6 is now Reveal. And we're attaching a Vigor. It's putting a bleed on our Fallen, so our Fallen's just going to die when it's our turn. Buff, buff, buff. So I think that was also that turn there. So let's side action this Angel down to a basic, and let's main action to remove the stun, and let's main action the Reaping Angel here onto the Explosive Pods. Does it get guarded? It does not. So we kill the Explosive Pods for 1 blood. However, the Reaping Angel dies, which does add a token to Summon Fallen. That's all. The Rising Horde is the sole guy. He's solo. He's flat and solo. 7. Reveal. Oh, and attach a Vigor to them as well. I was supposed to do that last time, wasn't I? Vigor. Reveal. Vigor. Explosive Pods. 3. So we know the next thing's going to happen is the Vampiric Roots is going to attack my Rising Horde and kill them. We're absolutely okay with that. So we can pass at this point, and that's okay. However, as a side action, let's remove one of these stuns on this Rising Horde so we can plink some damage. The Vampiric Roots attacks, we do 1 damage to it. It destroys our Rising Horde, which does 2 Fallen on the board. However, he heals 2 wounds from that. And that's it. So this Fallen is going to attack the Vine Whip. That was this turn. This Fallen's going to attack the Vine Whip. It's guarded. So this attacks the Fallen here, which kills him, but we kill him in return for 1 blood to 18. The Vigor says that we re-roll a Rage dice into a Red Rains. And as a main action, we're going to summon a Fallen. This comes down here. The Fallen's going to guard this, because this is about to attack. So we guard, we do 1 damage, which is unstoppable, and then we die. So now it's our turn. We can play that, spending this, this, and this. This guy's turn, this is going to go, which is going to kill this Fallen. Boom. And put 2 wounds on him. However, he's fine. He's going to attack this. Do we get guarded? Man, I'm hating this Phoenix Spawn. God, this guy's guarding everything. 4 damage. Alright, now we have a difficult decision to make. If we meditate a few times, we can bring him back into hand, and we can try that again. So let's meditate twice. Once from there, once from there, once from there. So that's going to turn this into that, this into that, and this into that. And then we'll play that to bring him back into hand. Again, had a Mozza there, Deno. And then we'll play him back as a main action. And then he'll attack. Sure, let's attack the guy that's worth 2 blood. We finally get him done! Oh, and because of that rally the troops, we remove 1 wound token from our Phoenix Spawn. We are still stunned. And we actually could have side actioned. No, because we did that in the same turn. So we get 1 of these. We're running low on cards in our deck. 4. Channel Magic's not going to help us much. Oh, Sulfire is good. Was that only turn 2? Surely that can't have been turn 2. That was my turn. I went first then, so it's his turn again. That was turn 3. What an epic finale. I love the campaign version of this game. I have not rolled well on the ritual dice, really. Only 2 daggers. There's 3 tokens here. It's their turn first, so this goes down by 1. It's a 10. 10 says attach a stun to our rightmost unexhausted unit. Alright, we'll play Channel Magic. We'll flip this up. Oh, sorry, we'll spend that. We'll flip this up. We'll flip this up. And then we'll flip this up. And then we'll flip this down to remove the stun from our Grave Knight. The Channel Magic lets us remove a wound token, and it lets us draw a card. Chant of Sacrifice. Cool, we can get rid of that one. That's one of the cards I like to biff. That one we are going to use next straight away. Soulfire. Alright, so this goes down to 1. Oh, was I supposed to 10? I was supposed to reveal as well. Cool. Ooh, Wither. Okay, so now that one comes off and that one comes off. So this one's not a problem. This one says at the start of the turn, remove a status token. If you do, we may discard a card. We'll discard a Reclaimed Soul. I'll get a chance to use that. That's a 4. Reveal and attack with the revealed aspect. Vampiric Roots! We can guard it with our Phoenix Spawn. And we will. So 14. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is now attacked. So we can kill that. But as a main action, we're going to Soulfire. Which will kill that. I really need that Grave Knight. I really need that Grave Knight. This is epic. This is epic. So I'm going to be able to summon a... I don't know how many allies I've got left in here. I've got 2 cards left. I don't think I've got a lot. Grave Knight, Rising Horde, Reaping Angel, Grave Knight, Rising Horde, Rising Horde. Yep, I got no more allies left in my deck. So I don't want to use his ability. I really need the one that lets me put allies back into my draw pile. I feel like I've got one of those left in the deck. That's that one, Revival Pact. Revival Pact. No, they're all gone too. Alright, well, we're going to have to use that, I think. So yeah, side action, we'll take a damage on James to bring a Rising Horde back into our hand. And then we will play said Rising Horde onto the board. So then the explosive pods goes. It triggers 2 damage to all units we control. 2 Fallen come out, boom boom. And 2 damage to our Brave Grave Knight. And this one will discard Chant of Sacrifice from our hand, and that is fine. So we then roll a 9. We must lower 2 non-basic dice in our pool. We'll do that, and then reveal. We're in trouble. We're in so much trouble. 22. 22. Alright, I think I really want to Soulfire, but it's wasteful because I can't kill anything else. Noble Soulfire. We remove 3 allies from the game. It's going to be the Reaping Angel and the 2 Immortal Commanders. Reaping Angel. Immortal Commander, Immortal Commander. So that does 3 damage. Choose a player, deal 1 damage to a unit they control. We'll deal 1 damage to these explosive pods. So we re-roll a basic into a Red Rains. Come on. From the Vigor. And then we can put 2. So we'll put 1 on this Withering Rot and 1 on this Withering Rot. That's it. Their turn. A 1, attack if able. So the Withering Rot will attack our Fallen. It'll kill our Fallen, but we will kill it in return. Oops, I was supposed to do 1, 2, 3 blood there. So, attacking right now puts 5 more damage, which means we are 10 short. Let's summon a Fallen. One of these has got to be Summoned Fallen, actually. I've got to look, because it's Summon Fallen and Rally the Troops. James is in big trouble. He's in big trouble. Destroy it. Do 2 wounds. Yep, okay. So we are going to trigger a Red Rains. A 3 is attack if able. So this this attacks. Oh, this is awful. After this aspect or an adjacent aspect destroys a unit the opponent controls by attacking, deal 1 damage to the Phoenixborn. So an adjacent, that one also killed a unit. Did it? Yep. But that one wasn't revealed yet. So we'll do 1 damage there with our Fallen, which means we'll do 1 damage to James Endersight. The Fallen dies. The Grave Knight's going to attack the Vampiric Roots. It's guarded again. shit, a brick. Alright, I have Vengeance and Reclaim Soul. I don't have the one that pulls back and recovers wounds, so that's fine. It is their turn. They roll a 7, reveal and attach a Vigor. Withering Rot. I reckon this is going to be a short campaign. This has been a great challenge though. This deck is really interesting for these guys. A lot of high wound. Usually they've fallen, just pump it through. So it's attacking the leftmost, which means it's going to kill my Grave Knight. Awful stuff. This Fallen can't attack. But if I do this, it's a side action, spend that, destroy X units you control. If you do, add X. So we'll destroy him. No, I think that's killing us, but we'll do it anyway. Our little Fallen's going to be attacked too. He's going to target this Overgrowth. The Overgrowth is defeated. That's 2 blood. We're at 31. This guy goes. We must discard 1 card from our hand. We'll discard that. This guy attacks here. We will suffer that punishment. It's 2 red rains. We have to lose a dice, but at the start of the next turn, we have 1, 2, and then we suffer 3 damage. And poor James is defeated on 3 damage. Tragic. Precisely to the number. What a great challenge. I'm actually going to try that again. I'm not going to do it tonight, but I'm going to replay that, and you're going to get to see that immediately. So here we go, Deno. Let's replay. Take 2. Let's see if we can get past the first mission on Heroic level 1 against the Frostwild Scourge. In the Bloom aspect, was it Bloom? Thorn aspect. Gosh, I love this game. It's going to be really hard to beat for my game of the year, I think. Wow, isn't that crazy? This would be my game of the year in a year when Elder Scrolls came out. That is some nutso stuff. Dice roll. Okay, tragically bad roll, but we have our channel magic up our sleeve, so we can fix that problem. And is that our first play? No. Rising Horde, 2 daggers, side action, grab another Rising Horde for 1 damage on James Endersight. With his Convene with Souls ability. Rising Horde. Alright, let's just hope we don't roll attack. 4 attack, if able. If not, reveal. And we find a Vine Whip. Yeah, it touches a Bleed Whip. That's just terrible. So we have 2 Fallen appear before I get to put my Deploy Fallen down, because our Rising Horde bleeds and then dies. Let's just channel magic, I think. So we're going to channel, turn that one into, draw a card, remove a wound, and raise 3 dice in your active pool 1 level. So that can become a Goat Man. That can become a dagger, and that can become a lion. Lions and tigers and bears, oh my. So yes, main action, channel magic, side action. Yeah, let's play the Immortal Commander. Yeah, we'll do that. 1, a reveal. It's a positive start with some rubbish. After this unit destroys a unit an opponent controls by attacking, remove 2 wound tokens from the Chimera. Okay, so we're going to deploy that. We're going to deploy that. And we're going to summon a Fallen with that. So we just need to meditate 1. But yeah, let's play Summon Fallen as a side action. Sorry, as a main action. And then as a side action, we will meditate off another Reclaimed Soul. And turn that into an Oxhead. Done. A 6. Reveal and attack with the revealed aspect. What do we have? Overgrowth. So we will attack. We will allow that Fallen there to jump in front of that attack, which will deal 1 damage to our Phoenixborn, but that is better than dealing 4 damage to our Phoenixborn. That Overgrowth is exhausted. And let's play another Rising Horde for 2, 1, 2. And that's it. Side action, none. Main action, deploy that. 9, reveal and attach a Vigor aspect. Withering Rot. Vigorous Withering Rot. I really dislike it when that Vigor comes onto a unit that I could comfortably leave my Grave Knight to attack, and instead it kills my Grave Knight. We'll deploy Grave Knight as a main action. Side action, I think we'll hold on to it for the moment. We could do something, but yep, that's it. So this comes out, we're going to suffer 1 damage on James Endersight because we do not wish to discard a card. And that is an 11. Attach a stun to our rightmost unexhausted unit and reveal. Our Phoenixborn cannot guard and is considered to be exhausted. So that's okay. So our side action is going to be to drop that to get rid of the stun straight away. Our main action, let's just have our Fallen there. It's yucky. Grave Knight into the Vampiric Roots. Does it get guarded? It doesn't, so the Vampiric Roots is destroyed. Unfortunately, so is our Grave Knight. 1, 2. But we do get an extra wound from Overkill. This should have triggered to put an extra wound on James. That's our turn. This Vine Whip's going to go. The Rising Horde's going to die, which will put a second Summon Fallen on our Summon Fallen spell. We'll kill the Vine Whip, which gets us a blood. And we'll bring 2 Fallen onto the board. Let's use our Immortal Commander's command ability for have our Fallen attack the Horrific Gaze. It's not blocked, or guarded rather, and so that is defeated. We lose a Fallen. Oh, he doesn't go on there. It's another blood. We're at 5 blood. This one's already attacked, so the Withering Rot's going to attack the leftmost. We will allow it to attack the leftmost, and we will deal 1 damage there. We will spend this to summon a Fallen. Our first Fallen will attack. What's the worst? Yeah, this guy. The Overgrowth. Does it get guarded? Nope. And the second one will attack the Overgrowth. Does it get guarded? No. It's good stuff, really. 1, 2. So 1 red Reigns for this Withering Rot still being left on the board. 2 Fallen, however, in play. We'll remove that. Only 3 wounds on James. It's a positive start. Alright, so we'll get Rally the Troops, Reclaim Soul, an Immortal Commander, and a Revival Pact. I'm interested in that Revival Pact, but first I think I'll pull one of those out of the discard pile. Maybe the Grave Knight will come back into hand. So this flips around, we're going to roll these dice, and we're going to replenish aspects. That's a better roll. I really would like to see another Summon Fallen at some point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 2 more of these here. 1, 2. So it's going to discard 1. Do we want to lose a card from hand? No, I think we'll just take a wound. So we're at 4. And a 1. Reveal! Vine Whip attaches a bleed to this guy. Alright, so that is fine. Attaches a bleed. And that's all, because we rolled a 1. My boys are otherwise engaged. So let's use the Immortal Commander while we still can on our turn. He gets 1 wound as a side action. And then main action, this Fallen will attack this Withering Rot. Does it get guarded? Don't guard it. You idiot! You idiot! I hate your game. Okay. So we did 2 damage to the Phoenixborn, the Frostwild Scourge. This, we'll just take a damage at our Phoenixborn, so we're at 5 damage on our Phoenixborn. And that's a 3. That is attack. He attacks the leftmost. It's our Immortal Commander. We will let our Immortal Commander die because it was going to happen anyway, which will add a token to the Summon Fallen card. So, ooh. I think side action Revival Pact. Main action Fallen onto that guy. Probably our best play right now. Or do we side action a Rising Horde into play? Yep, that's better. So we'll do this. We take 1 damage on Jimmy. And we'll bring a Rising Horde back into hand. And then we'll play the Rising Horde as a main action. And that's good. Was that I think that was a Red Rains. That's an 11. Attaches stun to our rightmost unexhausted unit. Reveal. We have Explosive Pods. So that's going to deal 2 damage to all units we control. Can we do anything about that? We can. So we'll lower one of our things to clear the stun as a side action. And then our Rising Horde will attack this Vine Whip to kill it. Which puts a 3rd token on our Summoned Fallen. And puts 2 Fallen on the board. And that is all. Cool. Their turn. It's a 10. Attach a stun to our rightmost unexhausted unit. This Fallen is stunned. This is down by 1 and 1. And then reveal. Oh, Withering Rot. Okay, main action. This Fallen is going to attack the Explosive Pods. It's defeated. The Explosive Pods is not defeated, sorry. The Fallen's defeated we do 1 damage to the explosive pods. Side action, let's lower one of those to turn off this stun. A 3, attack if able. He's attacking the Phoenix Spawn, chompy, chompy. We'll discard a Rally the Troops, I think. So he attacks, we'll block it with this Fallen. He dies, which means we kill that explosive pods and we get 1 blood. We're at 10. This little guy has not yet attacked and we still have a summon in the bank. Let's play a Revival Pact side action to shuffle a Rising Horde, a Grave Knight and a Rising Horde back into our deck. That's a side action, pretty good. Main action, I think we're going to play Destroy Our Fallen to get health back. Reclaim Soul. Destroy a unit you control to remove 2 wound tokens. 1 down to 4. Oh, look at the undead hordes. Okay, this guy goes, we'll take a damage on James. And we'll roll here. We roll 3, which is attack if able, and that puts a Red Rains token out. The attack if able is this. It's an attack 2. We'll counter. So we'll do so there. All right. So now let's use as a side action James's thing to bring a Grave Knight into hand, I think. Or do we take a Rising Horde? We could summon a Rising Horde. No, we can't. So I think we go a Grave Knight. So that's a side action. And that's going to do 3 wounds to us. Ooh, what do we take? The Reaping Angel instead. No, we'll take a Grave Knight. 1, 2, 3. Main action, we will summon a Fallen. 1. And out comes the relentless horde of zombies. Oh, it's a 12. So, Red Range triggers. Destroy the leftmost unit controlled by each. That's quite annoying. And attach a stun to all units that we control, including our Phoenix Spawn. Then reveal and remove these 2 cards. 1, 2. I felt like we were handling it okay. There and there. Alright, do we have a single main action we can do? No. So that is going to attack us for 2. So we'll side action, meditate. 1. Oh no. 2. We'll go 1 more. 3. Oh, Soulfire, so annoying. Actually, I probably don't want to bring out the Immortal Commander now because he doesn't do anything for us this turn. So I will retract that one because I only need that and that. And then we'll pass our main action. So this guy is going to attack. We have to suffer a wound. We will suffer a wound. And then we'll suffer 2 wounds, which is 11. Okay, so that guy's done. So they're all done, so I can't pass anymore. So my main action will be to take a Grave Knight onto the board. And the Grave Knight will attack. Side action, we will... No, that's all we'll do. I really like to get rid of that, but I don't want to waste a card. No, we'll meditate. Cool, so then next turn, he will attack this undamaged one, and we'll lower that to get rid of the stun. Does this buff head block it? Please don't block it. Oh, I just knew it was going to block it. I just knew. Guess what? We trigger straight into level 3. We go to 14 damage on James Endersight. Oh, the blocking has killed me. The blocking has killed me in this game. It's the worst. Deal 3 damage and attach a stun to all units and Phoenixborn we control. That's lovely. Stun, stun. If it wasn't for the blocking, I reckon we would have been okay in this run. 14. It's our turn. All these guys are going to make us discard cards. That's tragic. Discard cards or take a damage. We can't even do that. Alright, so we'll draw some cards that we're probably going to be forced to discard. 1, 2, 3. Channel magic. We can heal a wound. This stuns on the Grave Knight. One, two. And we save our best roll for the turn when we don't really need it. Side action, lower this Ox to remove the stun from our Grave Knight. Grave Knight, main action, attack this Withering Rot. Stop it! Oh, that's a 6. Okay, so he dies. That's better than I thought. 1, 2, 3 for the overkill. We suffer 2 damage. It's our turn. Their turn, rather. So we'll discard the Immortal Commander twice from these two. Then we'll roll 4, which is reveal and attack with the revealed aspect. Oh, our Grave Knight can't even block it. That's 4 damage. We're at 18 of 19 health. So we have to discard cards this turn. Unless we Soulfire. We literally need to bring a unit into play, because if we get attacked, we die. Oh no, they're attacking the Grave Knight, so that's okay. Search your discard pile for up to 3 allies and remove them from the game. We will play Soulfire. We'll remove Immortal Commander, and Immortal Commander. Get out of here, guy. Deal 1 damage to a target they control. We'll deal 1 damage to this guy. Deal 1 damage to a target unit they control. We'll deal 1 damage to this guy. And deal 1 damage to a target unit they control. We'll deal 1 damage to him. Vigor. Reroll that. That's nothing. So this comes in. I really don't want to discard either of these. That was my main action, so I'll side action to lower that into that. Because both of those heal us, but I have to discard at least one of them. We'll discard Reclaim Soul. And hope we survive this turn. This is awful. A 7. Reveal and attach a Vigor to the revealed aspect. Horrific Gaze. Alright, so we know this guy's attacking him to kill him, so we can afford to channel magic now. So let's channel magic. Draw a card. 1. Reaping Angel is excellent. Remove a wound. 1. Turn this into a dagger, this into a dagger, and I'm sure this into a ox. Side action, nothing. So this guy attacks, he's going to kill the Grave Knight. 1, 2, boom, boom, and that's fine by us. We'll play a Reaping Angel. When it comes into play, you may reveal an ally from your draw pile and place it into your discard pile. We'll put a Rising Horde into our discard pile. Shuffle your draw pile. Then you may remove an ally from the game. Oh, so say you may. Okay, so we'll actually leave that one in our draw pile. So we'll shuffle that. And then we'll actually just remove a Rising Horde from here, from the game, to remove a wound token from a target Phoenix Spawn. We're down to 16, yay. There's our main action. Side action, no side action. So that guy has attacked. This guy is going to attack. The Reaping Angel will counter. And so we will re-roll that and put that here. We will defeat the Horrific Gaze. That gets us 1, 2. Bigger. We go to 4 because of our Grave Knight, but the Reaping Angel. And then we're going to summon as our next action, to go back down to 4, a Fallen. Side action, we will take a wound to bring an ally from our discard pile back into play, or back into our hand. It will be a Grave Knight. Next turn, main action, play the Grave Knight. Next turn, this guy will attack here. Do we get blocked? We don't. He's lived a charmed life, that guy. Suffer 1, we're at 20. And now our Grave Knight attacks. Do we get blocked? We don't. Yes. 1, 2, 3. We still have 2 sword dice. I have a Rising Horde, so as a side action, I'm going to bring a Rising Horde into play from my draw pile, and I'll do that. That's 1 damage, and then the Rising Horde will do 1 damage to the Phoenix Spawn. Alright, this could be it, friends. We could be here. James is on 18 of 19. 18 of 19, but we've finally got board control. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Even though this buffhead's going first, there was no units carried over. We just need 11. No, we need 16. Man, the Frostwild Scourge is punishing 40 health. Outrageous. 5. Reveal and attack with the revealed aspect. What do we got? Vine Whip. Our Rising Horde will kill that. It will die, which puts a token on here. But it will bring 2 Fallen into play, which is amazing. I definitely didn't re-roll these, so let's re-roll these. And I definitely didn't draw cards, so let's draw cards. Some units would be good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I've got Grave Knight left in here, haven't I? Oh, Rising Horde and Grave Knight and Summon Fallen. All right. That's a tricky call. Let's play Summon Fallen. No. Let's play Grave Knight. 1, 2, 3. Side action. Nothing. A 3. Attack if able. If not, reveal. We have a Vampiric Roots. after it destroys a unit by attacking, remove 2 wound tokens from the Chimera. Let's play Summon Fallen. I really, really, really would like to have that second Summon Fallen out before I bring this Rising Horde. But if this guy attacks, we are going to lose a Grave Knight. He'll kill him in return though, so it's a net. And we get the Summon Fallen. Yep, we'll do that. A 2, attack if able. Okay. So what happens is this guy attacks here. We counter, we die. He heals 2, but then he loses 2 from the 2 blood. We gain a token on both of these, 1 and 2. We'll play a Rising Horde. And that's it. We're so clever. I really need to play this Channel Magic, but I just keep delaying. An 8. Target opposing player must lower 2 non-basic dice in their pool. We'll lower those 2. And reveal. Horrific Gaze. Cannot guard and is considered to be exhausted. Let's play Channel Magic. We'll draw a card. We'll remove a wound. And we can increase that, and increase that. A 10 attaches stun to our rightmost unexhausted unit, and then reveal. Explosive pods. Okay, so our Grave Knight's going to attack there and hope that he doesn't get guarded. Don't get guarded. Oh. 2 blood. 1, 2, 26. And we'll lower that down to remove our stun. We're still skirting the very edge, but it's amazing. A 3. Reveal an attack with the revealed aspect. Explosive pods. It's got 3. It's going to be blocked by the Rising Horde. They're going to put 1 on it on their way out. When they die, 2 Fallen are going to appear on the table. Sure wish I had an Immortal Commander now. So our turn, this guy is done and he's got 2 damage on him. So we'll summon a Fallen and that pulls a status token from each Summon Fallen. So we now have our maximum battlefield of 7 with 7 Fallen on the table. 6 Fallen rather. So this guy's going to attack him. He's going to die. He's going to do 1. And that guy goes down to 2. And he's now completely tapped out. So this Fallen's going to attack him. Does he get guarded? No. He dies and gets us 1 blood. This Fallen's exhausted, 27. This Fallen's going to attack that guy. Does he get guarded? He does not. That's another 1 blood. We will summon a ooh. So I could destroy. Okay, let's summon Fallen again using this. So that's going to bring another Fallen. So we're back at our maximum cap of 7. And then we're going to Vengeance. We're going to destroy 1 Fallen to add +1 to the attack value of X target units. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the Frostwild Scourge. We're at 34, friends. I think we've done it. The end of the round, we recover. We remove exhaustion tokens. That's still got 3 status tokens. The Frostwild Scourge is exhausted. I'm not sure if we're first or it's first. I may have forgotten to turn that around. I feel like it's first. So let's play it as such. 1, 2, 3. It gets 1 turn. So unless it's got something that kills James that I can't do anything about, it's game over. Oh, I need to roll my dice. What an epic fight. I'll just leave them in there. And what do you roll, buddy? You roll a 9, target must lower 2 dice, boom, boom, and then reveal, overgrowth. Everyone attacks the Frostwild Scourge. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, 43. Yes. Die, Frostwild Scourge. The zombies. The skeletons. So fun. Okay, so now we get to do the deck building, and we're going to place off against, I don't know how the heck we're supposed to beat the Frostwild Scourge level 2 heroic, because that guy was giving us an absolute touch up. So I'm gonna probably pick a deck out of here, and I'll show you which one I've picked and why at the start of our next episode. Oh, it's not the next episode, it's at the start of the next segment that you'll see straight away, and I'm going to be doing in a few hours. All right, we're back for campaign attempt number 2. Not number 2, we're in attempt 2 against the 2nd level of heroic against the Frostwild Scourge. It requires 6 cards. I have not had a great strike rate against heroic 2. I think I'm at 1 of 4, or no, I've won it twice. 2 of 4. Changes that we've made to the deck. So we went with the divine deck change. The divine deck from, I'm not sure which one it is. It might be Zombie Horde, but we've got Hand of the Spear, and we've got a Silver Paladin and some Fork Lightnings. So the silver's a big boy, so I've taken out one of my other big boys. I've only got 2 Grave Knights. I figure Grave Knights or Silver Paladins all will be well. Paladin? Paladin? I can never remember how to say that name. My gaming group teases me about it endlessly. So that's where we're at. Our first 5, we're starting with a Hand of the Spear, a Rising Horde, lots of good recursion, but we've switched to 5 white, 5 black dice. So let's hope we get a positive roll, but we have the channel magic up our sleeve. Okay, Ox and a Lion, couple of daggers. Okay, so I would say that's on the lower end of rolls. So we will definitely be using channel magic. But we can afford to bring out a Rising Horde right now. And that is what we shall do. 1 Rising Horde. So the Grave Knight's going to be this guy, and this guy. The channel magic will be something. The summon, Hand of the Spear, summon Fallen, channel magic, one of those 2. And we'll see what we get out of the other one to see if that changes our approach. So the Rising Horde's out on the board. As a side action, we can bring another Hand of the Spear into play. Or, because he's only 1 life, he's a pretty good choice for that. Yeah, let's get another Hand of the Spear. This is exciting. I feel like we have a Pretty good deck, but I don't know if it's good enough to beat Heroic level 2. We take 1 damage for that. That's a side action. We are exhausted. Let's kick us off with a 12, shall we? Oh, we've done it with a 1. That's lovely. Just to reveal. When this comes into play, attach a bleed conjuration to our leftmost unit. Our rising horde doesn't even get to attack in anger. But that's it. Our fallen are here. Speaking of, we'll summon a fallen as our main action, and as our side action, we will... No need to meditate at this stage. So, that'll do. An 11. Attach a stun to our rightmost unexhausted unit. Our rightmost unexhausted unit is this fallen guy. And then reveal. Overgrowth. Ugh. I love this game. Okay, I'm going to drop this line to an angel so that we can clear that stun. And then I think we channel magic. I'm not feeling any pressure at the moment. So yeah, let's play channel magic. We'll use this divine dice. So we draw a card, reclaim soul, we remove a health, and we can up 3 dice. So we will up this to a dagger, this to a dagger, and this to an angel. Must be talking to an angel. Must be talking to an angel. Attack your Fable. So this guy attacks my fallen and defeats him, but in return, we defeat the Vine Whip. And that is 1 blood on the board. That's not an ally, so we don't get a token on Summon Fallen. I think we'll bring on a Hand of the Spear. 1 Hand of the Spear. 1 of these, and let's do that. 1 of these. And then we'll probably just bring on 2 Hands of the Spear and our big Grave Knight. Cool. Oh, when the Hand of the Spear comes into play, we put a Hand of the Shield onto the thing. So it's got Unit Guard. It just lets us block an attack on one of our characters. May come in useful, may not. A 9. Reveal and attach a Vigor. Horrific Gaze. So this is a perfect one. Absolutely perfect for my Hand of the Spear. Because we can quick strike it to remove it and doesn't get to do anything to us. So I think we will take that. It's not going to attack. We don't need to rush. Yeah, let's hold fire. We will summon a 2nd Hand of the Spear, which brings a 2nd Hand of Shield. I love the fact that we can bring these Hands of Spear guys back into our deck. Side action, nothing. There it is. There's the 12. Explosive Pods. This is another one that's perfect for us to attack with our guy. Alrighty, so I think we need to take that out. So let's Hand of the Spear to attack there and see if we get guarded. And if we do, we've got a backup. Yes. And because of Quick Strike, we attack before that guy, which means we don't die. Very pleasant indeed. Side action, no side action at this stage. That's a 4, attack if able. So this overgrowth aspect attacks our Phoenix Spawn. We will defend with a Hand of the Shield, and it is defeated, which means James suffers 1 damage because we deal 1 damage to your Phoenix Spawn when the overgrowth attacks someone and kills it. We do not reveal. We'll bring on a Grave Knight. It's our last use of dice. And so we're not going to be summoning a Fallen, but that's probably fine. A 4, which is attack. Oh, that's bad. Didn't want to lose my other hand of the shield. I probably should have attacked on that anyway. I think we take that on James. We suffer 3 damage. We have a Reclaimed Soul in hand, so we can recover a fair bit of damage if we need to quickly. So that Vigor is exhausted. So I'm going to do a pretty cheeky play. I'm going to attack with this Hand of the Shield over here on the Vigor. It does absolutely nothing, but it stalls it out and buys me a turn without having to do anything. A 3, which is an attack, if able, if not, reveal. A Withering Rot. So Withering Rot, remove 1 status token from this unit. If you do, deal 1 damage to the target Phoenix Spawn. I think that is the best target for our Grave Knight. So yeah, let's do our Grave Knight, and he'll immediately attack the Withering Rot. Do we get guarded? We do get guarded, so that's 4 damage onto the Phoenix Spawn. I hate it when my Grave Knight gets guarded. So what's the thing? Destroy the leftmost unit. Okay. A2, reveal, and we're not going to trigger it. So this goes away. We have to either deal 1 damage, we'll deal 1 damage to James, or discard a card. And this one has a 3, explosion. So our Hand of the Spear will attack here, because we do not want it to do all things. We defeat that thanks to Quick Strike. We do not suffer any damage. That's an additional blood. This guy's done. This guy's going to attack the leftmost. That's our Fallen. And we're going to suffer a damage on James. I wish I didn't do that Hand of Shield play now, because I would have preferred my Fallen to stay alive. I've already guarded with James. So yep, we're just doing 1 damage to that. And the Fallen is defeated. So we're putting 3 Red Rains down at the end of the round. So we're going to discard all cards on the Chimera's battlefield that it does not own. We're going to destroy the leftmost unit. So that is a Hand of the Spear defeated, which does put a token onto our Summoned Fallen. These all go away. This comes back to full. It's got a wound on it. And everybody's stunned, which is tragic, including James himself. We are not first. We'll deal ourselves out 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Paladin, yes! Oh, Channel Magic too. And oh, this is actually a really... I don't think I could have asked for a better hand. Let's see if we can get a good roll to go with the Great Hand. It's not bad. We need a lion though, so let's get a lion from our Channel Magic. So let's look at these cards. So we definitely want to bring him on. So we need a lion, an angel, and 2 basics. He's a big boy. We definitely want to place out a Summoned Fallen, so that doesn't cost us anything. We want to summon a Fallen. We want to summon a Rising Horde, which we pull from our deck. And we want to Channel Magic to draw a card. And the rest we can see what we want to do. So that's good. 3 more. 1, 2, 3 cards to play with. It's going to be another early red rains, I'm sure. A 4. Reveal and attack with the revealed aspect. We can do absolutely nothing about this. Our guy can't even counter. So let's hope that this aspect doesn't do anything punishing. We have to discard a card. Do we want to discard Soulfire? Yeah, I think we can discard Soulfire. And that's got 2, 1, 2. So it's attacking the leftmost, and I can do nothing about that. So it kills my Hand of the Sphere. That is terrible. Okay, so as a main action, we're going to attack with our Grave Knight. As a side action, we're going to lower this to remove the stun, and we are going to attack this guy. And hope he doesn't get guarded. But of course he gets guarded, it's the Grave Knight. Why would you let your Grave Knight attack when you could guard it with the Phoenixborn? We're at 11. Just was annoying me that that wasn't even. Oh, wonderful stuff. At least that guy's attacked. All right, 2. Attack if able. Okay, so I can't guard, so we are just going to flip that to there. And he's now exhausted, and that's that. However, discard a card, discard a card. I think I'll discard this Reclaim Soul rather than taking wounds. Oh, it's 6 of 1, half does now. It doesn't really matter. All right, let's bring out the Paladin. Oh no, we need to meditate. So we'll do a Channel Magic. We'll draw a card. We'll remove a wound. And we will raise this to be a lion, this to be a dagger, and this to be a dagger. Side action, we'll lower this angel to clear the stun from our Hand of Shield. This makes us lose a wound, so we'll go back up to 5. A 3. Attack if able. So this attacks, it's attacking the rightmost, but our Hand of the Shield will guard it. And it dies, and that's okay. Alright, we'll bring on the Paladin, or Paladin. Silver Paladin. 1, 2, 3, 4. Might actually swap that out for that just in case. Must be talking to an angel. And that'll do. Now we'll side action lower this dagger down to a thing to clear the stun off him so we can use his ability. Or do I go for another Hand of the Shield? I could get one out of the discard pile, flip that and play those 2. We'll see. Because I really need more bodies on the table. Attack if able. This guy's going to attack the leftmost. He's going to attack our Grave Knight, who cannot counter, but does not die. So everyone's exhausted now. So I do get to have a bit of a cherry pick. We might just play a Summoned Fallen. And side action, let's get a Rising Horde. It's just a safer option, I think. There's one. I won't even bother shuffling. Done. A 10. Attach a stun to our rightmost unexhausted unit. And reveal. Stunning. Overgrowth. Hey, we can block that with our Paladin and not die. If he wasn't stunned, we'll turn that into a non-stun We'll spend 2 to play a Rising Horde, and that'll do. An 8, deal 1 damage to all exhausted units and exhausted Phoenix Spawn the player controls. We used our side action. Our Grave Knight's defeated. That sucks, man. That sucks so much. But it does put a token on our Summon Fallen spells, and that is fine. An 8 is also reveal. Horrific Gaze. Our Rising Horde will declare an attack on the Horrific Gaze. Does it get guarded? It does. That's pretty bad. So this guy's going to attack. The Silver Paladin's going to block it, suffer 4 damage, but do 2 blood. And stay alive, stay alive, oh, 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 stay alive. So we will pass our action. And this Horrific Gaze will attack. It'll attack the Rising Horde. The Rising Horde is destroyed. That puts a token here and turns that one to 3. And that brings 2 Fallen onto the board. 1, 2. So we're going to meditate twice. 1, 2. And we'll turn that into a lion, and we'll turn that into an ox. We'll declare an attack with this Fallen. We'll go on the Horrific Gaze here. Does it get guarded? It does. He's exhausted too. The next turn we will summon. And we'll put 2 Fallen onto the board. 1, 2. And then this guy will attack here. Doesn't get guarded, we do a wound. This guy will attack here. Gets guarded. This guy will attack here. Doesn't get guarded, we have to reroll a basic rage dice, nothing happens. That's 1 blood. Okay. And then we'll play a Revival Pact to find 3 allies and put them back in my thing. Rising Horde, Immortal Commander, Hand of the Spear. And then we'll summon 2 more Fallen. Skeletons. 7's our battlefield, so that's our thing. I think I have exhausted that one, so let's try for this Withering Rot. Succeed. And we'll try for the Withering Rot again. Succeed. Nice. 1 Withering Rot defeated. We have a board of skeletons. It feels good, man. However, at the end of the round, we're adding 3 red rains. It's our turn next. 3 red rains, which removes those. So we do this ultimate, which is deal 3 damage to each Phoenix Born. So we're at 13 of 19. 2, 3. And attach a stun to all units and Phoenix Born those opponents control. This guy recovers 2 also. Stun City. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Oh, and Phoenix Spawn. 8. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. Oh, that's fun. Another Summon Fallen, Rising Horde. Okay, okay. We can maybe just clear the board of all of those guys and make our Silver Paladin like 15 strength. Oh, that is tasty treats. Let's get 3 more of these. 1, 2, 3. We're first. I think our best play is to channel magic as a main action. And we'll use a white dice. And then we'll draw a card. Oh, and we'll heal a wound. And then we will side action to clear the stun from our Silver Paladin. We'll just increase that. We'll increase that. And then we'll increase another one of those, but then we won't do anything with it because we're about to lower it to clear the stun. Okay? That's 10. 10 says, attach a stun to the opposing player's target rightmost unexhausted unit. Can you stop this, you stupid game? Okay, so that also needed to trigger one of those. We'll put a wound. I was going to swing with the Silver Paladin for a fucking big dog swing. Because I can kill 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units with Vengeance. Oh, that doesn't actually work. It's not that good. You just add 1. I've misread that spell. I much prefer Soulfire. Alright, we will side action. Now main action Summon Fallen. And we'll side action to... Don't want to destroy anything yet, so we'll side action to clear the stun from the Silver Paladin again. I want these guys to attack, clear off some of my battle board space or battlefield. A 3, attack if able. Overgrowth. Silver Paladin will block that. So we do suffer 1 damage on James Endersight. However, we do kill that guy in return for 2 blood. 1, 2, 20. And more importantly, we get a token on all of our Summon Fallens. Let's main action a Rising Horde. And I'm actually going to discard that Vengeance for that Withering Rot too. Little Rising Horde of boyos out the end here. Kill some of my skeletons, will ya? Guys. Side action will lower this to an angel to clear his. Their turn. An 8 is must lower 2 dice in our thing, so we'll go that down to there and that down to there. And reveal. Vine Whip, attach a bleed. Yes, this guy dies. Yes. Okay, the Rising Horde will attack the Vine Whip that just appeared. It dies. We get more boyos and the Summon Fallen. We kill the Vine Whip. Oh, please don't guard this. Thank you. So, yep, because that happens, 2 Fallen appear. Huzzah! Attack. Sure, add a red rains. Reveal. We remove a die from our pool from the game, active if able. Alright, well that's terrible. And attach a stun to the leftmost unit controlled by each of those opponents. Doesn't say leftmost unexhausted, so that's fine. Explosive pods. This guy will declare a single attack there. Those are gone. Does that get guarded? Yes, it does. Oh, actually, I don't want to do that. I just want everyone to die. It gets guarded anyway, so it doesn't really matter, because this is going to wipe my board, and that's actually not too bad. Okay, so this guy will attack the leftmost and kill him. He's done. This guy's down to 2. We'll pass. This guy does 1 damage to this guy and dies. We'll pass. No, actually this guy will attack here. Does he get guarded? It's an 11. Of course he does. I could lower an attack with these guys. Yeah, I'll lower that one off as well. So this goes away. This guy attacks him, he dies. This guy will attack him. Don't get guarded. Cool. He dies. That's another 1 blood. This then triggers. He attacks and kills everyone on the board and does 2 damage to our boss. And we can now play in the sprinkler, because we have in our hand a Hand of the Spear, which we'll play, which brings one of these guys down, and then we'll summon skeletons. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And this guy will attack here, the Withering Rot. Does he get guarded? Can't see what that is. It's a 2. He doesn't, so that's only to attack. So he's exhausted. This guy will attack here. So we kill him. 2 blood. 1, 2. This guy will attack here. Does he get guarded? Nope. And this guy will attack here. Does he get guarded? Nope. So that guy is also defeated for 1 blood. We're at 26. We'll discard that. To meditate this into that. And we're going to bring another Hand of the Spear on. I think I've got one in here, don't I? There he is. Takes 1 damage. And then we will meditate twice. 1, 2. To turn these into, or just once actually. Bring on a Hand of the Spear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And he will attack the Vampiric Roots. And do 2 damage unless he gets guarded. He does not. 1, 2. So the Vampiric Roots stays in play. We put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these down. We put a red rains. It's his turn. We lose the exhaustion tokens from our stuff. We're a very solid chance here. Remember though that we've lost one of our dice forever. Bad. That's not one of our dice, Deno. Pretty sure that was a red rain. We have a dagger, so we can summon more Fallen. If we just push everyone in here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we could be okay. A 2 Attack if able. So this Vampiric Root will attack our Hand of the Shield. He dies. Because of that, he removes 2 wound tokens from the thing. We don't do anything else. Let's... Oh, Immortal Commander. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Takes us to 37 if we pour him down now. We've got 6 units, so he's our only one. Rally the troops. Yeah, we'll side action this Fork Lightning to turn this into a lion. And then we will main action. This Fallen will attack the Vampiric Roots. Does it get guarded? It does not, so we defeat that. This guy's exhausted. We get 2 blood. 1, 2. It's his turn. We're a chance. We're a solid chance. I love the Hands of the Spear. Attack if able, if not, reveal. Vampiric Roots. Comes back, baby. This Fallen will declare an attack on the Vampiric Roots. It is not guarded. As a side action, we'll play our Immortal Commander. And that Fallen is defeated. Come on, Dano. A 4. Reveal and attack with the revealed aspect. Withering Rot. Attack 2. Remove a status token. May discard a card of their choice from their hand. 1, 2. So let's use the unit guard to block that. So the unit guard's destroyed. And that has attacked. Let's quick strike with this Hand of the Spear here onto the Vampiric Roots. Does it get guarded? No. Great work. Quick strike. We don't suffer any damage. 27, 28. Oof. This and this can kill that. A 5 is reveal and attack with the revealed aspect. Horrific Gaze. It's attacking the rightmost. That's okay. We can take 2 damage on our Immortal Commander. What a legend. He's done. We will deploy a Hand of the Spear. And that brings a Hand of the Shield along as well. Side action, let's meditate this Rally the Troops to turn this into an Ox. A 1, attack if able. It can't attack. Oh, this goes away. We discard or suffer a wound. What are we at? 17 of 19. We'll discard a card. Overgrowth. That is a very bad card for us. So we're at 28. If we side action the Immortal Commander and we attack with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, we fall 3 short. So instead, we have to kill that guy. We cannot afford that guy to be alive. So we'll side action to give this Hand of the Spear a buff to his attack, which is a complete waste. But if this doesn't come off, we lose, I think. So we get the Overgrowth done. And again, that is a fast attack, 1, 2. And the reason for that is we're about to take a wound, which is 18 of 19. And if he attacks, if he kills a unit, he does an automatic wound. So we would have died. So that would have been very bad. A 7, reveal and attach a vigor. Vine Whip, this guy has a bleed, which means he dies. Which puts a token here, here, and here. Alright, so we will attack the Vine Whip there. It kills our Fallen, assuming he doesn't guard. He doesn't guard, so the Vine Whip is defeated. That's 31. We still have a Hand of the Spear and a Hand of the Shield to attack. So, the Hand of the Spear will attack the Horrific Gaze. Does it get guarded? It does not. How many cards have I got left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. So we destroy the Horrific Gaze. 32. I think we've done it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus 4 is 9. We've done it. So the Chimera is exhausted. We are first. It's turn 5. Top of turn 5. There's 1 unit left on the board, so we get a single red Rains. We could actually summon. We should summon some more Skellies, and they'll all attack right now. Onto the Chimera. So he's exhausted. Oh yes, we did it. That's awesome. He's exhausted. We put the Withering Rot stuff back on. On our turn, we recover that. Everything's unexhausted. We declare a full attack on their Phoenix Spawn. We command so that everyone gets +1 attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 damage. That is a 47. The Frostwild Scourge defeated. Come on. We go on to Heroic level 3. Enjoy. Enjoy. I'll be back. Get ready. We're going for it. It's the first time I've done Heroic level 3 on camera, I think, so got to decide what I want to put in now. What deck I'm going to sneak from. I have no idea. Alright, I'll catch round. I think we're going to get absolutely rolled here, but that is okay. I've added some Polarity Mages, a Changing Winds, and some Holy Relics. And I think we're actually going to drop a Ceremonial and grab 1 more Divine. So we've got 6 Divine, 4 Ceremonial. Oh, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to stick with 5 and 5. The campaign version of this game is definitely my favourite way of playing. Definitely the favourite way of playing. Alright, so our starting 5, we've just added the Changing Winds ready spell board, because when it comes into play you may draw 2 cards. So, may draw 2 cards is a good dealio. Because if you don't like them, you just put them at the bottom. You don't discard them. You place them on the top or bottom of your draw pile. So, that's good. I've got spray paint on my hands from undercoating models. 1, 2, it's dry. 3, 4, 7. I don't think I've ever played with 7. One thing is certain, and that is that we are going to get some many red Rains coming off. Okay, the big roll. Come on, Deno. Oh, that is a tasty roll. All right, as is our tradition with this deck, we will place out a Rising Horde, and then as a side action, we will exhaust Jimmy the Jet Endersight, give him 1 damage, and we will find a Rising Horde. Oh, Changing Winds needs a sympathy dice. That's a terrible play, Deno. Alright, well, I guess what I'll do is I'll ditch a ceremonial for a sympathy. That's awful. Cool. That's alright, that's alright. We're learning, so I won't actually get a Rising Horde. I'll get a Polarity Mage, I think. She's also 1 health. Good. Okay, so that's our turn. So let's commence this train wreck of an 11. Attach a stun to our right, no stun exhausted unit. No worries. It's a Rising Horde. Explode. Main action, Summon Fallen. Side action, we will discard Revival Pact to turn that into a horse. Excellent. I love seeing a 12 come up. So that goes there. This appears here. Overgrowth. Oh, love seeing a 12. 12s are great. So I can now play Changing Winds. However, I think I'll play a Hand of the Spear, spending those 2. And that brings a Hand of Shield onto the board. Is this guy going to kill us? No, it's got 2 on it. It goes to 1 now. Cool. So now that goes, rolls this, and that is a 3, which is attack if able. That attacks the Phoenixborn. We will block it on the Hand of the Shield. And it removes a status token. It's now exhausted. Hand of the Spear will attack there, as long as we don't get guarded. Should not have said that, Deno. Should not have said that. Side action, no side action. Okay, so it's a 9. This triggers now, which deals 2 damage to all units we control, which is fine because we're going to get 2 tokens on Summon Fallen, and we're going to bring in 2 Fallen. And that's done. And then it's a 9, and 9 says attach a Vigor to the revealed aspect. More explosive pods. More. Yeah, so I'll play Changing Winds. And when it comes into play, draw 2 cards. 1, 2, a Rising Horde and a Silver Paladin. I can't play either of those, but I want them in my hand, so I'll put them back on top of my deck. And then that's a side action. Cool. I like that spell, having that in play. Yep. So this goes down to 2. A 5 is reveal and attack with the revealed aspect. Vampiric Roots. Yep, so it'll just attack the Fallen, and we'll plink a wound on it. Oh, this is just going terribly. We're going straight to level 3. Ah, dear. So let's attack with this guy. No, let's bring the Grave Knight onto the field, spending these 3. That's it. That's a 9, which is reveal and attach a vigor to the revealed aspect. Oh, did I have to reveal and attack with the revealed aspect? I did. So he's attacked. Vine Whip, our fallen has got a bleed on it. That's terrible. And it's got a vigor. Oh, that's bad. That's going to kill everyone. It's going to kill everyone. This is punishing. Absolutely punishing. I have very little idea how anyone is able to beat this level. So this guy can attack. If we don't attack this and kill it, it's going to do that. But let's go for this overgrowth, because we're going to lose it anyway, for sure. From this guy. Now let's attack this vigor. See if it gets guarded. Hooray! So we re-roll the basic rage dice. Nothing happens. We gain 1 blood. That's going to disappear in a second. We also gain an extra blood because of the Grave Knight is threatening. And overkill. He's exhausted. That's the end of our turn. An 11. Attach a stun to our rightmost unexhausted unit. There isn't one. Reveal. Overgrowth. This actually caused a damage to James Endersight with its rule Overgrowth. After this aspect or an adjacent aspect destroys unit attacks, deal 1 damage to the Phoenix Spawn. That vampiric roots killed a skeleton. The only option I've got is my Polarity Mage. I can't pass, or we're going to trigger a Red Rains. The Polarity Mage is going to die, so let's do it. We'll bring her on. When this unit comes into play, you may search your discard pile for an alteration spell and place it into your hand, or discard a target alteration spell attached to a unit you control. Let's actually keep her in hand. I don't think I want to use that. I think I'd rather save that till we've got a thing in play. Let's draw a card. Let's use our Changing Winds side action to draw a card. We know what it is. It's a big boy Silver Paladin. That's fine. And change 1 die in your active pool to a side of your choice. That's a side action. Main action is we have to play the Polarity Mage. Otherwise, we take another Red Rains. An 11. Attach a stun to her. Helpful. And reveal. Horrific Gaze. The opposing player's Phoenix Spawn cannot guard and is considered to be exhausted. We will do absolutely nothing because she is stunned and I have no dice to lower. And I have no dice, so we will pass. This guy attacks the Phoenix Spawn. I can't block it, so that is 2 damage to the Phoenix Spawn. I'll worry about that in a second. 4. So that's 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, that one's already attacked. So it's 4, which meant it was 6. The Vine Whip is attacking our Polarity Mage. She dies. We get a 3rd thing on that. This attacks the Phoenix Spawn. That takes us to 10. This attacks the Grave Knight. That takes us to dead. Great. So we're at 4 on our... This is amazing. All right, so we're double tapping this. 1, discard all cards, destroy the leftmost unit, attach a stun to the Phoenix Spawn. Wonderful. And remove this card and the top behaviour card from the game, and then deal 3 damage to each Phoenixborn. We are at 13 of 19, and it's turn 1. And it's going first, and I've got no units on the board. Oh dear. Oh dear. One of them's a Rising Horde. Immortal Commander, you're not going to be helpful, mate. Some value in that. Some value there. Fork Lightning. Deal 1 damage to 2 target units. Rising Horde. Okay, we're at 13. We need to survive quite a few rounds. An 8. Deal 1 damage to all exhausted units and exhausted Phoenixborn. Reveal. 14. Vampiric Roots. So the good news is, was that a thing? No, the good news is that we now are in a sprinkler world where we know exactly what's going to happen. The bad news, however, is that our only option, I think, is to play the Rising Horde after lowering that to remove the stun. And that's all we can do. So this guy's going to attack. He's down to 1 token. And we'll block it with the Rising Horde. So we do 1 damage. The Rising Horde turns into 2 Fallen. 1, 2. And now it's our turn. And we can side action a Fork Lightning, which is choose 2 target units an opponent controls. We'll target units this explosive pod, so that kills that. And the other one we will is this Vine Whip. So we've tagged both of those. We have to re-roll that because of the Vigor. That's a side action. That's good. And then main action. Oh, we can't. We can't do that. Yeah, alright, we'll attack with this Fallen on the Vampiric Roots. So it dies. And does another wound to that, assuming we don't get guarded. 6, we don't get guarded. Okay, so this Overgrowth will attack, will guard with this Fallen. He plops there. That's a wound on James Endersight. This guy's exhausted. Side action, we will discard this. Oh no, we can actually do it this way. We can side action to draw 1 card and change 1 die in an active pool to a side of your choice. We'll change this to a lion, and then we'll summon a silver paladin. 1, 2, 3, 4 into play. That's good. Now the Vampiric Roots attacks. It's attack 4, but that doesn't kill this guy, and he can counter. So let's counter. Let's not counter actually. Let's not counter. So then it's our turn. Oh, when it comes into play, you may destroy a unit that has an attack value of 1 or less. Okay, I think side action, we will meditate that up to a dagger, and we will summon a Fallen as our main action. This Overgrowth goes next. It will attack, and we will block that with the Fallen, which does do 1 damage to James. So our only play now, I think, is to attack with the Silver Paladin onto, I think the Vampiric Roots is our only option here. No, we're losing this turn because I know, I forgot to remove that. Each of the removes a die. Yeah, so we're removing 2 die from our pool. This is unbelievably challenging. I love it. I'd like to play a constructed deck to try and defeat this, I think. Yeah, if we attack this here, that takes us down to 4. And assuming we succeed in doing that, this guy then attacks the Phoenixborn and takes him to 18. And we've got very few dice left to do anything. But we can bring on an Immortal Commander. Yep, so we'll go there, see if it gets guarded. Yes, it gets guarded. That's fucking bullshit. 1, 2, 3. Fucking bullshit. So this guy attacks the Silver Paladin, and it doesn't actually. The Silver Paladin dies. That doesn't die, but then this guy attacks James Endersight. The only thing we can do is bring the Immortal Commander in play, discarding that. So this guy attacks him, which heals 2 wounds from the Chimera. He dies, and he doesn't do any damage back. We're up to like 5 or 6 on our thing. And that's still in play. So end of the round, these exhaustion goes away. This comes here. It is our turn first. I'm going to discard Reclaim Soul. I'll keep it. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're triggering the Red Rains twice, which means I have to remove 2 dice. So I'm going to remove the Sympathy and that black dice. What did we get? Grave Knight, Rising Horde, Hand of the Spear. Well, that's an acceptable roll under the circumstances. The best option is the Hand of the Spear to come into play. Probably. So yeah, we'll bring the Hand of the Spear on. And that brings a Hand of Shield. And as a side action, let's draw a card and change one of these to a lion head. And that's it. This doofus, a 6, reveal and attach a vigor to the revealed aspect. Horrific gazes, very horrific. So Hand of the Spear can kill this overgrowth. So let's do that. And let's assume that it doesn't get guarded. It doesn't get guarded. We get 2 blood. 1, 2. And this guy's quick strike, so he doesn't do anything else. Side action. We're okay on dice. We can't do anything with him because of the horrific gaze. We're holding on. There's a Red Rains and a 4, which is reveal and attack with the revealed aspect. Horrific gaze. It's attacking for 2. It's attacking the rightmost. We're actually fine with that. It's what we would have chosen anyway. So this guy is going to attack the Hand of the Spear, which will cause a damage to that. If we bring on a Rising Horde right now. That will kill that, which is probably our best option. Yep. So Rising Horde comes on, side action, no side action. Vampiric Roots attacks. That heals 2 wounds from the Chimera when it destroys someone, but we will then add 2 for the blood because we kill it. This is epic. And then because an adjacent aspect destroyed a unit, Overgrowth triggers, which brings 2 skeletons into play. I think we have to bring on the Silver Paladin, spending all of those. Those are dead. When it comes into play, you may destroy a target unit with an attack value of 1 or less. There is none. So this guy is going to attack. He's going to attack the Silver Paladin. It doesn't destroy it. He destroys that back. We get 2 blood. 1, 2. But it does do 4 damage to him. He's basically dead anyway. It's our turn. This guy will attack that Horrific Gaze. It gets guarded. This guy attacks the Silver Paladin. Defeats him. We're up to like 6 now, I think. We're in trouble now. Just killing skeletons though. So this skeleton will attack the Horrific Gaze. Unless it gets guarded. It does get guarded. Come on, man. 9. So this guy attacks here and kills him, healing 2 wounds. And this guy attacks this skeleton. And that's it. 4 tokens over here, triggers 1 Red Rains and leaves that there. We have to remove another die from our pool. We're down to 7 dice. 1, 2, 3. Absolutely oppressive. I'll keep Soulfire. I'm going to ditch a Reclaim Soul. 1, Hand of the Spear is good. 2, 3, Channel Magic might have been nice. Beast first. "11. Attach a stun to our target rightmost unexhausted unit, which is the Hand of the Spear. Reveal a Withering Rot. 1 and 1. So this guy's stunned. So I think our best player's main action, bring on a Hand of the Spear. Side action. Let's draw a card and change a die in our pool of our choice. So we'll turn that into that using Ready Winds, Changing Winds. That's a great spell. I like that a lot. This guy's turn, we must discard a card of our choice from our hand. We'll discard Rally the Troops. And we roll a 3, which is attack if able. So this Horrific Gaze is going to attack the Hand of the Shield. We're fine with that. I reckon we play Soulfire to do 1 damage here and 1 damage here. And then we side action to lower that down to an Angel to clear this stun. Deal 1 damage to a unit they control, 1 damage to a unit they control. That's it. I can't believe we're hanging in here. A 2, attack if able. Vampiric Roots attacks the Hand of the Spear. We counter. We kill that. So it's 2 and 2. We're gone, but I think we bring a Grave Knight out. And Actually, let's keep that and play that so that we can summon a Fallen. And that's it. Side action, I guess. So I'll increase that to that. Oh, we're discarding that, by the way, for that token. 11, attach a stun to the rightmost unexhausted unit. That's fine. On our turn, we're going to side action that down. And then reveal. That's bad. Okay, so the Hand of the Spear will attack this Horrific Gaze. It kills it unless it gets guarded. I've rolled far too many guard rolls to win this. And that's it. I have to discard a card. We will. 11. Grave Knight's stunned. We'll lower that as a side action. As a main action, he will attack the Vampiric Roots, I guess. I can't afford him to die. We'll attack this Withering Rot. Do we get guarded? It's game over. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're at 13. Yeah, that's going to be it for this round, I think. We can summon a Fallen, but let's see what happens. So this Horrific Gaze is attacking the rightmost, which is going to kill our Grave Knight. We will side action to meditate this up to summon a Fallen. This guy attacks the rightmost. It will suffer a damage from our Fallen. We pass. This guy attacks the leftmost. It defeats our Hand of the Spear. This guy attacks the James Endersight for 2. And this guy attacks James Endersight for 4. And we are defeated. It was actually, I think just a couple of those guard rolls went our way. We might have, I don't think we could have won. What did we get to? 13 of 40. So a quarter of the way there. But we just were constantly back on our heels because we couldn't remove these. Great. That's a challenge, but we lose our campaign. And yeah, that's cool. I think that is a very, very high level of difficulty, and if people can beat that level of difficulty, I salute them. Well played. That's it for Ashes. We're coming back soon with Dragon Eclipse. I look forward to seeing you all then. BigDeno out.